Mark Ruffalo is a three-time Oscar nominee, but is probably best known as the Hulk, a role he nearly played even sooner.
It could have been you. It could have been me. It could have been any of us.
Before joining the Avengers, Ruffalo was an acting student in Los Angeles auditioning for whatever he could, including the JD part that first went to Robert Downey Jr. and then eventually Brad Pitt in 1991's Thelma and Louise.
But I appreciate your time. You all have a good day, all right?
Ruffalo also auditioned for Dr. Doom in the Roger Corman-produced, never-released 1994 version of the Fantastic Four, losing out to Joseph Culp, who later played Don Draper's father in Mad Men. In fact, Ruffalo has said he went on over 600 auditions before finally catching his first big break in Kenneth Lonergan's 2000 drama, You Can Count on Me.
That is a perfect example of what I'm talking about.
You are an idiot.
The actor's star rose from there, and he was cast in M. Night Shyamalan's 2002 sci-fi mystery Signs, but was forced to drop out after being diagnosed with a brain tumor, and Joaquin Phoenix filled in. The tumor was found to be benign, but the removal surgery caused partial facial paralysis and loss of hearing in one ear. Ruffalo eventually fully recovered and bounced back big in 2004 with Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind and 13 Going on 30.
Yeah, it's getting late. I should get home.
Also in 2004, Ruffalo played Detective Fanning in Collateral after Val Kilmer had to pull out over shooting conflicts with Alexander. Ruffalo also stepped in for Mark Wahlberg after he pulled out of 2006's Infamous, but then had to leave the project over scheduling. The part of Perry Smith eventually went to Daniel Craig. He was then cast in 2007's Zodiac after Jennifer Aniston reportedly suggested he and Jake Gyllenhaal to director David Fincher.
Is that true?
Around that time, Ruffalo was director Louis Leterrier's first choice for the title role in The Incredible Hulk, but the director has said Marvel wanted the more famous Edward Norton because Ruffalo was known for, quote, intellectual movies. Ruffalo went on to star in 2010's Shutter Island, beating out Robert Downey Jr. and Josh Brolin for the role of Chuck All. Also in 2010, Ruffalo starred in The Kids Are All Right in the role of Paul that once belonged to Ewan McGregor earlier in the development process, but earned Ruffalo his first Oscar nomination.
I'm a doer. That's all I learned.
Meanwhile, Marvel announced it would be moving on from Norton as Hulk in future MCU movies, eventually casting Ruffalo for director Joss Whedon's 2012 movie The Avengers and beyond.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always angry.
As for director Leterrier, he eventually got his wish to work with Ruffalo in 2013's Now You See Me.
The legend is that the eye is everywhere.
Ruffalo earned another Oscar nomination for 2014's Foxcatcher and then a third for 2015's Spotlight, in the role of Mike Resendiz that Matt Damon was considered for. Ruffalo stars as twins in the HBO miniseries I Know This Much Is True and is in talks to return to HBO for their series based on Oscar-winning Parasite.
Why do you insist on turning this around on me?